Hi yogis, I'm Cassidy, and today I'll be guiding you through this 30-minute gentle yoga for stress relief class. This will be a slow, calming sequence, and we'll stay seated or laying down throughout the whole class. Make your space nice and cozy and have some props nearby. Blocks if you have them, or just pillows and blankets. You'll also want to be near a wall for our practice today to find legs up the wall towards the end of class. Remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe for new yoga classes every week. Let's get started. We'll begin our practice today in child's pose. So bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees wide. Arms come long in front of you. If you'd like to take a blanket or a pillow underneath the torso, you're welcome to do that. And just allow the forehead to relax onto the mat or a blanket or a pillow. Close the eyes and just begin to settle in. Coming into this space on your mat. Maybe rocking the forehead gently side to side. And let's start our practice today with a deep cleansing breath. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And throughout class today, with every exhale, just thinking about letting go. Letting go of the stress and to-dos from the day ahead or the future, and just focusing your mind on this space, on your yoga practice. Cultivating mindfulness throughout our yoga practice today. An awareness of the present moment. And we can do that by focusing on the breath, focusing on the sensations that we're experiencing within the body. And when distractions come up, gently just let them go. Bring the mind back to this space. Doing so without judgment, simply acknowledging the distractions, and then releasing them. And whatever you brought onto your yoga mat with you today, any stress, anxiety, overwhelm, just let it go. And be here just for now. Maybe you find an affirmation or a mantra for your practice today. Something you can remind yourself of and come back to when you need it. Some affirmations that work really well for me when I'm feeling stressed out are things like, everything will get done. Or just be here now. So maybe you create a little message for yourself. Something that you can repeat within the mind to calm it down. Start to walk the hands off towards the right side of your yoga mat. Feeling that expansion through the left side body. Take an inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back to center. And then off towards the left. On your inhale, finding that expansion, filling up that space in between the ribs. and exhale to settle in. Walk the hands back to center, child's pose. Then we'll take the right arm, or the right hand, and thread it under the left armpit. Right temple rests on the mat. This is our thread the needle stretch. Feeling that stretch through the right shoulder. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring both arms long in front of you. Child's pose. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, thread the left hand under the right arm. Left temple rests on the mat. Focusing on that opening through the shoulder as you take one deep breath here. And return to child's pose. Start to walk the hands forward until you can rise all the way into tabletop onto all fours. Shoulders are right above the wrists and the hips are right above the knees. Flattening through the spine. Take an inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round the spine, look to the belly button, press the ground away from you. Take an inhale, cow pose. And an exhale for cat, rounding the spine. Close your eyes and travel through some cat-cows on your own breath. Really allowing yourself to be intuitive with this movement. Taking whatever feels good in your body. So maybe that's more cat-cows. Maybe you take some hip circles or look from side to side. Really just allowing your breath to guide you through this. Finding that connection between the movement and the breath. Let's take 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Good. From here, returning to that neutral tabletop and extend the right leg straight out to the side. Toes point forward. Take an inhale and reach the arms all the way up. This is our gate latch pose. Relax the shoulders. Right hand comes onto the right leg and left arm will reach up and over. Finding that stretch through the side body. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat and come back to tabletop. Good. Extend the left leg straight out to the side, toes point forward. Just begin to swivel the hips around a little bit. Finding some movement. And take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up, gate latch pose. Left hand comes to the left leg and right arm reaches up and over for a side body stretch. Take one deep breath. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands and come back to tabletop. From here, we're going to sit back into hero's pose, sitting on the heels. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you're welcome to tuck a block under your seat or a pillow or blanket even. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's find 2 more just like that. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale one last time, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale and exhale. Place the hands behind you. Fingers can either point towards the body or out to the side. And with your next inhale, peel the chest forward and lift up, finding that expansion and opening through the front body. Take an inhale and exhale, rise back up. And bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees, and work your way back into child's pose. Forehead rests on the mat. You can have the arms extended long in front of you or wrap the hands towards the feet. Finding a few deep breaths in your child's pose. And as we come back to moments of stillness throughout our practice today, think about checking in with yourself with the present moment. Notice if the mind is wandering and gently just bring it back. And rise all the way back into tabletop. And then we'll come all the way onto our belly till we're laying down. We're going to be moving into Sphinx pose. So planting the elbows onto the mat. Elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. Arms are parallel with one another. The fingertips are spread nice and wide. With your next inhale, peel the chest forward, look up. This is our Sphinx pose. Inhale. Exhale to relax. We'll find 2 more like that. Inhale to press into the tops of the feet and lift up. Sphinx pose. Exhale to release one last time with your inhale, lift. And exhale to release. And make a little pillow for your head with the hands or the forearms. And then lift the feet up and allow them to windshield wiper side to side, finding some decompression in the low back. And just release the feet down. From here, grab onto the top of the right foot with the right hand. And then if you can, to intensify this stretch a little bit, maybe you're pulling that foot a little bit closer to the body, adding in some pressure. Take a big inhale and exhale. Release the hand and the foot. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And release the feet. Let's find that stretch on the other side. So reaching back, grabbing onto the top of the left foot with the left hand. And then maybe intensifying this stretch and pulling the leg just a little bit closer to the body. Good, breathe. Allow yourself to settle into this stretch. And release the foot and the hand, finding stillness, just lying down. Maybe you gently swivel the hips from side to side. Take a big inhale to fill up. Exhale, let go. And slowly rise back into tabletop. And then from there, just making your way into a comfortable seat. You can find cross-legged or any other position that feels good to you. Always an option to tuck a block or a pillow or a blanket underneath your seat. Good. From here, right hand plants on the mat, and with your inhale, reach up and over with the left. Good. Finding that opening through the left side. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the left hand back to the mat. Good. This time, left hand plants beside you. And with your inhale, reach up and over with the right hand, right arm. Opening up through the side body, take an inhale. And exhale to release. Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, and the right hand comes behind you for a twist. Lengthen through the crown of the head, sitting up nice and tall. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and return to center. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you as the gaze comes to the side or back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Take an inhale. Exhale and twist. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands down by the sides. From here, bring the chin down to meet the chest. And then the right ear to the right shoulder. Chin to chest. And left ear to the left shoulder. Chin to chest, and take one nice slow neck roll towards the right. One big circle. Really taking your time with this. And once you reach center, switch directions, taking one big circle towards the left. If you're holding any extra tension anywhere, pause. Just take a deep breath into that space. And return to center, a neutral seated position. Bring the hands onto the knees. Take an inhale, puff the chest up. Exhale, concaving, rounding the spine, tuck the chin. Good. Inhale, puff up through the chest. This is our seated cow pose. And exhale to round the spine for our seated cat. And just like our cat-cows in tabletop, find some intuitive movements here. So just close the eyes and allow the breath to guide you. You can take some circles with the ribs. Just allow this movement to be free and creative. Maybe you're finding those cat-cow movements, or maybe something else is calling to you. Let's take 2 more breaths with these cat-cows. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take a moment here, find stillness. Check in. And release the hands by the sides. We'll be moving into bound angle. So soles of the feet will come to touch. And you have a couple options here. So if you'd like some extra support, if this stretch is a little intense, you can take either pillows and blankets or blocks and tuck them under the knees to just lift them up a little bit. Take an inhale and lengthen through the spine. And on your exhale, start to maybe fold forward if it's calling to you today. And then maybe you place a pillow or a blanket underneath the chest and the torso. Option to use the elbows to gently guide this stretch, pressing down on the knees. Take one more inhale. Exhale to settle in. And inhale to rise back up to a seated position. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Once again, fingertips can point forward or to the sides. Feet plant on the mat, knees point up, and allow the knees to just fall side to side. And as you're ready, just work your way all the way onto the back. So you're lying down. And once you arrive, hug the knees into the chest. Take some rocks from side to side and back and forth. Giving yourself a little back massage here. Good. And then plant both feet onto the mat. From here, the right foot is going to cross over the left leg. Good. And then just twist both legs all the way off towards the left. Left hand comes on top of the knees. Right hand comes out to the side and the head looks towards the right for a twist. Both shoulders stay planted on the mat. And just give yourself a moment here, some time to really settle into this twist. Close the eyes. Keeping the mind present and aware of this space, of the sensations within your body. Bringing it all out with every exhale, settle in. Gently come back to center, hug the knees into the chest. And we'll plant both feet, knees point up. Cross the right leg over the left and allow both knees to fall off to the right side. Right hand comes on top of the legs. Left hand extends to the side and the head looks to the left. Shoulders stay grounded. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Relax. Take a few more breaths here. And as we slow down in our yoga practice or just in life, the mind tends to go a million miles a minute and bring up all kinds of distractions and thoughts. So if you notice that happening, without judgment, just let go and bring the mind back to the space. Maybe you choose one point to focus on. Maybe it's your breath, or thinking about your intention or your affirmation for today's practice. Gently guide the knees back to center, hug the knees into the chest. Take some more rocks from side to side or back and forth. Then grab onto the soles of the feet and open up for happy baby. You can rock side to side or straighten one leg and then the other. Good. And then just release. We're going to be finding reclined bound angle. So soles of the feet come to touch just like our bound angle pose, except we're lying down. Knees are falling off to the side and the hips are opening up here. If you want to use your props in this posture, you could play around with placing blocks, pillows, or blankets underneath the knees. Just allow yourself to settle into this for a few breaths. Hands can be by the sides, or maybe you have one on the heart and one on the belly. So you can really feel the rise and fall of your breath. And finally, our wall is going to come in handy. So make sure you're nearby to a wall that you can put your legs up against. And then we'll just scoot the body all the way to the wall until the hips are touching. And then just swinging the legs up so that the legs are fully supported by the wall and straight up. Good. This is our legs up the wall pose, and a pose that I would really recommend working in to your daily routine. It's a great way to de-stress. And we'll be closing out our practice in this posture today and finding it as our Shavasana, as our final resting pose. You're welcome to stay right here. If you'd feel more comfortable just lying on your back in corpse pose, you're welcome to do that as well. But otherwise, just allowing yourself to find stillness here, quieting the thoughts, allowing the body to just be at rest. You do so much. You deserve this time to take a break, to recharge. And whether you're in traditional Shavasana or legs up the wall, start to bring some subtle movements back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, rub the pad of the thumb against each of the other fingers. Wiggle the toes, roll out the ankles and the wrists. Allow the head to fall side to side. And we'll roll onto either side using our arm as a pillow. So if you're near your wall, just gently press away, working your way into this comfortable position. And then as you're ready, rising all the way up into a comfortable seat. Relax the shoulders, hands come to heart center. Let's take one final breath together. Inhale. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for this gentle yoga class. And I hope you're feeling a little bit less stress and a little bit more calm. If you enjoyed this practice, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. And also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the free yoga. Thanks again for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.